Alright, so basically, here's what's on my mind right now. My rant about alternative energy, you might want to call it. You know, how this oil industry and the big oil just keeps technology suppressed. I mean, and I was talking in a previous video about hemp and the oil, and you can actually just grow, for one thing, just grow the fuel easily, fuel to power vehicles, and another thing is you can actually extract the fuel to power vehicles very easily from water. There's really, I mean, I shouldn't say it's easy. I mean, it's easy to do it on an inefficient scale, and pretty much everybody, that's almost, I mean, not common knowledge maybe, but a lot of people know that anyway. And if you use basically techniques with pulsating the current from, I think maybe, like, I don't really understand the whole thing fully, but maybe it's like 12 volt DC to 120 volt DC, and then so you do that with the voltage, and then you actually kind of pulse it on and off cycle too at the same time, and then it makes it more efficient than before thought possible, and this stuff's been around for decades now. I don't even know how long. And this guy Stan Meyer, he developed some technology, and I believe that he was poisoned. You know, you can read about him in Wikipedia, and it'll tell you that's all. There's a lot of censored stuff out there, information. And another thing, the heating bills, and the way that it's all been set up, and the power lines, you know, that's all useless, needless. We don't need that anymore. We can just have solar panels and fit the homes with solar panels, and it's clean burning and solar combination, electric combination, hot water. You use the PV, the photovoltaic panels for the electricity to generate for your home, and the DC voltage appliances are much more efficient. Those were big decades ago, and people were using wind generated and I believe even solar powered back then, but nowadays the panels are getting a lot cheaper, so more and more people that's available too. I'd really, that's really something on my list. I'm just in such a rut bind financially right now that I just can't do anything, and I think there's a lot of people feeling the same way, and I'm just kind of going on here about different things on this video, alternative energy, and how needless all this pollution is. I mean, even I have a waste vegetable oil system on my truck, and some states you gotta pay different. You gotta buy, like in Colorado, you gotta buy a permit. That's an annual permit. Different states are different. You actually, some states you don't have to do anything. Some states it's way more strict than Colorado even, which is just BS. You got to jump through all kinds of hoops to do that, and it's made that way on purpose, just so that we're polluting the air for no reason at all. I mean, there is a reason behind it, but it's not a just reason. And Colorado is a very good place for solar. That we get a lot of sun here, so that's the best way to do it. Solar, hot water / electric, and for about 10 grand you can get off the grid and no more heating bills. And I figured my bills last month was $400 just for the bill, for the heating bill, and then that doesn't even include the mortgage payment. So it's tough sometimes, but hydrogen could also be used for powering furnaces. I mean, it's just a gas, much similar to propane in some ways. It's the explosion rate of hydrogen is much more instant. It's like if you're running it, I actually had a Jeep running on a bottle of hydrogen, and I retarded the timing back to really close to just after top dead center, and it was able to I was of course working on a vehicle that's old enough that you can still do that. You can't even do that anymore on these newer bull crap, but it was a 85 Jeep, and you can turn the distributor, and it ran really good. It wasn't very efficient because I didn't have the right system, and I know what I need to do. It's just, you know, kind of a matter of time and money thing. And I think right now these videos is probably where my time is most well spent, I would have to say. So so anyway, you know, you hear a lot of that in the news, and that type of hydrogen technology, in my opinion, is a little bit out there. It's more obviously to keep us trapped into buying the hydrogen that they refine out of the petroleum-based fuel, basically out of the crude oil they're getting the hydrogen. It's just, you know, like I say, just a gas. It's just a little bit lighter gas than propane, and it's pure gas, and it's stored in water, and pretty much God sends it down to every single one of us from the sky. And you know, I could go on about the whole civic and water issue in another video, but pretty much water seems like that's water and land, and it should be free. I mean, I don't know, that just seems like you know, I think the Native Americans had a lot of very good points with, like, how can you possibly own the land? How can someone possibly own the land? Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's nice that we were able to purchase land. That's a good system that, you know, I own an acre of land, or actually the bank owns probably all of it. I mean, for who knows, if I needed to sell it right in a hurry, you know, that's when you know when what it's really worth, I suppose. But so I kind of got sidetracked there anyways, didn't I? About the whole point of the alternative fuel video here, the hydrogen and the owning, you know, like the Native American. I guess I was going on with the Native Americans on that subject. You know, who can own the land? I mean, homeless people, they just get kicked out of parks and stuff. I mean, where are they supposed to go? I mean, they are obviously not educated enough, and most of them probably don't feel welcome in the public library. And the public libraries is stuff that's been put in there by certain groups anyway, and it seems like the internet should be free, and that should be like everyone's way to communicate with each other and keep everybody honest and fair. And that's pretty much the name of the game here. Is I just want to get to the truth. So if you're for the truth, and if you're for peace and unity and common goal, common good of all people, I think we'll get along great. Please subscribe to these videos and add me as a friend, and look around, you know, MySpace, Facebook, YouTube, all of that stuff, all the social networking places, Twitter. Look at my blog, Luke's Truth Blog, and hope everything's going well. Hopefully you're getting prepared for what's coming. I'm going to have many more videos to come, and it's going to be kind of a huge mind map of what the heck is in this thing right here. So peace everyone, and we'll talk to you again soon.